And so, on yet another night, I have to return to solving the Sabbat, well, their stupid fucking problems. Must admit, it's a lot different than I anticipated, but at least it's better than serving fucking LaCroix. Like, the thing I'm waiting for is for them to get their collective heads out of their collecting fucking asses and finally make a move against the others in the city, because for now it's mostly petty politics in between the actual Sabbat, which seems a huge waste of time if you ask me, especially my time. Like, I don't fucking care if they kill each other. I'll happily stand by and watch them do it, but it seems they can't so much as fart without my assistance, which, not going to lie, is more than a little annoying. And my patience is slowly running thin. I guess while I'm here I might drop to... that's the weapons that the hunters left behind when I fucking killed them. Move, you bitch! The fuck is wrong with the people here? I might as well drop by into the club and collect my money. Not that I have that much of a use for it. Hey, you.
Money, right?
Yeah.
Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Everything to be done here? Well, it's not going to hurt, that's for sure. Now, what was I even supposed to be doing back in East LA? Victoria asked me to find some missing drugs, but her servant, the fat man, he seemed to have screwed the matter entirely.
Need a ride?
Yeah, take me to East LA. Now, I have a feeling that she'll probably find a way to blame the loss of the drugs on me. But then, I don't fucking care in the slightest. If she does, then I'll just tell her she can screw herself, and if she continues to be difficult about it, well, I might just screw her myself, and not exactly in the literal sense, because I'm not really interested in that. Hey, is Victoria here? I need to talk to her. Hey you, I'm talking to you. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? Are you just going to stand here and... Well, screw you then, I'm going to look for her myself. Victoria? Well, not in the crapper. Victoria, you there? Huh. I hear music. Man, this place is a shithole. She doesn't even have a bed. There's hardly anything here. Victoria. Oh. Well. I hear music coming from there, so I guess I'll check it. She's not anywhere else. Victoria, you there? Well, apparently she is. The fuck is this place? Some Aztec imagery? Well, I imagine they are Aztecs. I'm not exactly an expert on fucking pre-Columbian American history. Now, didn't Mack say something about her being from some strange clan of something to do with serpents and stuff. And I guess the Aztecs, they had like a bunch of gods that related to fucking serpents, so maybe that's why she's obsessed with that. Anyway, shut the fuck up with that. Hey, you.
You're back. Tell me, what became of my stolen drugs and the thief that took them?
Well, I've talked to both of them, and one of them is probably responsible, but none of them are talking, and the drugs seem to have disappeared.
Fine. Perhaps in the agony of their lives' final moments, they'll understand their mistakes. Now, what do you mean the drugs are up in thin air?
Well, you're going to kill them both? I don't really care, but that's not going to make your drugs reappear any faster.
Tell me, does the Camarilla tolerate excuses? Because in the Sabbat, these sad, feeble excuses won't get you far. No, excuses can be quite bad for your health, quite dangerous indeed.
Spare me your threats. You better find more competent people to run your operation if you don't like your shit getting lost.
Never mind it. Money can buy more drugs, but no money in the world can buy more time, as the Dark Father's arrival grows closer and closer. Tell me, though, how did Arturo handle himself with this matter?
He's been fucking pathetic. He should have been able to handle this himself. Not to mention, he's really insolent.
I see. It's good to know whether the cattle are serving their purpose or not. You've proven yourself useful. Maybe I judged you too quickly. Settle into the nest, if it pleases you, but return soon. There's still much to be done before we catch our fleeting fate.
Now, about that ancient you mentioned, are you intending to do anything about it, or are you just going to order me around town solving your petty business?
I intend to do what must be done. Why? Do you doubt me? Suspicions are like bullets, you know. Best kept hidden until they're meant to be used. ¿Me entiendes? Insult me again, and I'll slit your throat and suck you dry myself.
Whatever. You know, for someone who constantly says how threats are not supposed to be made until you're ready to act on them, you sure do a lot of talking. Now. So. The fuck is that? Like an altar? You're pretty fucking weird, but then again, so is the other guy. I'll be back. So, I guess what I'm supposed to be doing now is finally join one of those quote-unquote packs. There is the crazy guy at the church, and then there is her. Now, the Malkavian is fucking insane. And really rambling, which I don't mind the insanity part per se. He's actually rather hilarious, but he'll be more difficult to predict. He'll be more difficult to control eventually, just because he's so fucking random. Now, about her, I've been told that supposedly she's duplicitous and not to be trusted, but to be fair, none of them are fucking to be trusted. And actually, if you really think about it, I'm not to be trusted from their perspective, so it's not like it fucking matters. If I would have to choose between a crazy guy that can do something totally random just because the voices in his head told him to do it, and this broad who's supposedly treacherous and whatever, but at least I can try to understand her way of thinking, and I can try to predict her inevitable betrayal. So out of the two, as hilarious as the crazy priest is, I think I'm going to go with her. Because I have to choose one of those packs. Andre said that I'm not supposed to return until I've joined the pack and, you know, found some comrades or whatever. Not that it fucking matters to me, but it seems to matter to him. And I'm not yet ready to take him on, I don't think. But, well, that time will come at one point or the other, I'm sure, but not yet. So, if I were to choose a pack, whatever the fuck that means exactly, I don't really like the word. It makes me think of dogs. But, whatever. It seems to me that vampires, in general, seem to have a love of strange chaos titles. So, maybe the Sabbat aren't that much different in that regard, although they seem to throw a lot of Latin around, maybe because they think it makes them sound smart. If you ask me, it makes them sound rather pretentious, but, well, I guess I'll talk to her and ask what she would have me do if I were to join her pack. I thought about what you said.
You're back. I'm glad. Let's abandon any resentment, any suspicion between us. Instead, help me find a place for you among this pack.
Well, what would you have in mind in order to do that?
Generosity isn't a mood that finds me often, but tonight she's knocked on my door. I'd like you to answer her call, and indulge the night's more euphoric vices.
And the fuck is that supposed to mean exactly? You don't really seem the giving type.
Normally my product sells itself, but lately, well, business has fallen to the wayside. Customer loyalty can't be bought except with charity's grace.
Huh, so you want me to peddle drugs for you? That shouldn't be hard.
I won't be selling anything, no. I think some of our customers have forgotten what leads their wavering hearts. What they need is a taste to remind them.
And this involves me how exactly? Am I supposed to be running around and give free samples?
Take these needles. Hand them out to the barrios desperate and depraved. Many seek guidance from the false prophet Jesus as a path to freedom from our bonds. Find those weak-willed hypocrites and show them their heart's true desire.
And what exactly am I getting out of this?
It's your face that will earn their debt. It's you they'll be begging for more. You wouldn't like a handful of lost souls at your beck and call?
I guess they could be useful as cattle or as a distraction at some point for our enemies. Well, just give me the damn drugs.
Bueno. As I said, take this to the church and herd our flock back where it belongs.
Well, I'll be back. Wonder if she does animal sacrifice as well. Because why else would she fucking keep a cat? It's not like, I doubt she's feeding from a fucking animal, because that's beyond foul. Like, even the buns themselves, they taste horrible, so can't even imagine how bad an actual animal must taste. Now, drugs. It seems it has been, like, I feel like it has been years since I done that kind of business. Whereas in reality, it has only been months. And yet, it feels like it has been in a whole another life, which, I guess in a way, is actually kind of true, isn't it? That's not exactly the most exciting job, but I guess she might have a point, you know. Having a few desperate sods on your beck and call begging you for another hit might be useful one of those nights. Plus, I have a distinct feeling she is doing that to piss off the other guy. Now, which one of them looks like a junkie? Hey, you.
What do you want?
It's been a while, hasn't it? You look like you could use a fix. I can always tell.
Oh, well, I mean, I've been staying clean, coming to church, trying to get things back on track. I shouldn't. Really, it's fine.
You will take it and you will enjoy it.
Sorry, man, I'm flat broke. I mean, I can get you back next week if you can spare it.
Just take it, you fucking worthless excuse for a human. Consider it a gift from me.
Just give me the needle. I don't need your judgment. You don't have to feed the beast like I do.
If only you knew. Well, enjoy your free fix, you fucking junkie. That's one of them. Oh, she looks like a grade A crack whore.
Not interested.
Hey, you.
You gonna buy the merch or just window shop all day?
I've been thinking, maybe you accept other currencies besides the American dollar.
Do I look like I'm gonna swipe your card? And forget about pesos, this ain't TJ, kid. I'm not that cheap.
How about a needle and some product to go with it?
Yeah, okay. I could use a hit of the white. What do you want me to do for it?
Well, let's just say you owe me, and one of those nights I might actually come back and ask you for a favor, and then, well, you'll be in a position to pay me back.
You sure? I mean, pass it over, but thanks, I guess.
Well, see you around. Man, is she fucking disgusting. Who would even hit that? Oh well, I think that's all of them. Yeah. That was quicker than I thought. Usually, back in Chicago, I had to be a little more covert about it, but it seems this fucking neighborhood is, you know, not exactly the most prestigious kind. I would like to feed, though. Preferably on a chick. Maybe I can find someone in one of those alleys. Well, I guess I'll go back to Vicotria first. See whatever else she would have me do. I wonder how long will it take. I'm getting rather tired of this bullshit, but oh well. Why are you always playing this music? Presumably she does that to fucking annoy me. Stop it. I'm back.
Have you done as I asked? Have you returned our lost cattle?
Oh yes I did, and they took it all right.
Excelente. La adicción es una puta, you know. It spreads. As our profits soar and the blood flows, the pack will have you to thank. Take this piece of your profits now. You see, unlike your Camarilla masters, The Sabbat rewards its own.
For the price the shit is going for, it seems like you could give me a bigger cut of the profits. After all, it has been me who has done most of the work.
Greedy and astute. Here, take your bigger cut, cabron.
That's more like it.
You wish to make an impression on the rest of the pack, see? Then it's time they meet the beast within you. They need to see him in your eyes. Are you familiar with Sabbat bloodsports?
Not exactly, although I like the sound of it.
What are games among brothers but a chance for bonding? The game they play of late, an homage to some mortal video machine? How you call it? Grand Theft Auto?
Really? Are you telling me they are fucking playing GTA 3?
Sí, pero no hay videojuego machine. The stakes are higher. The blood is warm. The mayhem. No illusion.
So, how do I play exactly?
It's simple. Partly a race, partly a contest of brutality. In the video machine, for sport, you kill the unwashed and unwanted. Our version is no different. The goal is to kill as many streetwalkers, vagrants, and policia you can before reaching the end point.
Ha! That's fucking hilarious. I think I'm in.
Bueno, go to the park around the corner. The pack will wait there for you. The first one to make it inside La Venderia with 3,000 points wins.
Well, I'll be back for my trophy once I win it. Now, this is fucking hilarious. I must say, as weird as the Sabbat are, at least they don't fucking give a fuck about, like, strange mortal inhibitions. That's a creative way of spending your time, just slaughtering the neighborhood wholesale. I guess it will also be a prime opportunity to feed. Now, I was supposed to meet them in the park. I think it's on the other side. Because, at the point where the actual police shows up and we slaughter them wholesale, it doesn't really matter anymore what else I will do. Might as well feed and discard one of the victims and then kill all of the witnesses. Yeah, I think the park is this way. Well, that's a creative game they've got there. Well, maybe not exactly creative, but still, wasn't expecting a wholesale war in the streets. That's refreshing compared to all of the hidings in the shadows that the Camarilla would have me do. I think that's one of the pack members, right? Hey, you.
Tori said there'd be fresh meat tonight, but you look raw. Did she tell you how dirty those virgin little hands are gonna be by the time we're through with you?
Save it. My hands are dirty enough, you don't even know.
Dirty from what? Wiping your Camarilla masters' asses for them? You're gonna need more than mean words to make it through tonight, kindred.
Well, whatever, just tell me, what the exact rules are before I get to it.
It's a game. You like games, don't you? This is our favorite, Grand Theft Auto. No wheels tonight, but we don't need them for what we're up to.
And what is that exactly? I heard there's supposed to be, some killing involved, but what are the exact rules?
Executing the hookers with a bat. Taking their money. Always like that. Our game is the same. Bums, hookers, they're worth 200 points. If the cops are dumb enough to show up, gun them down too. 500 for gutting a pig.
And how many points do I need to win?
You wanna win? You want a piece of the glory? Gotta make it to 3,000 before getting to home base safely. Down at the laundromat.
Well, I'll show you how it's done. Let's do it.
Alright, Lick. Show me your worst. Let's see if you can stomach running with us down here in the filth.
I've stomached worse than the likes of you. Now, let's get this over with. Now, let the games begin, I guess. First, you. Yeah, that's what I needed. Already feel better. I wonder how would she feel if I accidentally dropped. What a loser! Fuck! She finally she got fucking destroyed by the fucking cops. How pathetic is that? Man, imagine being so worthless that you went for the night out on the town to slaughter some cops and instead they end up fucking killing you. Like that's so pathetic, I can't even properly describe it.
Who's there?
Well, I think I have at least 1,500 points by now. And there are more of them coming. It's pretty, like, I'm not going to lie, that's pretty enjoyable, but the highlight of the night is probably one of the fuckers from Victoria's pack getting fucking destroyed in the middle of all that. Like, how pathetic must you be to allow that to happen? She just straight up fucking turned to dust. Now, I wouldn't mind one more chick to feed on. It seems the police do not even fucking care about what happens in this part of the town. Presumably it's not the first time they've done it. And by that I mean the Sabbat. So at this point, I guess the cops have learned not to meddle too much, because the response was pretty subdued when you take into account what carnage we have wrought on the neighborhood. Now, I think I have enough points by now, but I would still prefer to find a chick to feed on. This one looked like an unwashed whore, so I was not too into that. There's one running over here. Yo, stop! Well, that's better. There's a cop somewhere here. Okay, I think that's enough, right? We're supposed to go to the laundry.
Gringo,
The fuck are you doing
what are you
here?
doing here? Are those sirens? Did you bring the fucking policía here? Estás zafado!
It's just a couple of cops. What do you care? We can take them all. I've already destroyed like 20 of them in the last couple of minutes.
No, idiota! This can't happen now. Kill one cop and the rest of the puerco's gonna come down on us hard.
Oh, I killed more than one, so
Evidence here. They're gonna start digging. They're gonna find out everything.
It's a little too late for that. Well, can't you just destroy whatever evidence there is?
There's no time for that. There's evidence everywhere. No, this can't go down here. I gotta shake them. Maybe if I popped off a couple of shots down the block here, maybe I can cut these fucking puercos a slip.
Look, I don't fucking care. If you want, go be a fucking hero, you moron.
Hey, puercos!
What an idiot.
Madre bastardos.
That is sure to end well. For him. Yeah, right. Fuck. Well, I guess that's the last I've seen of him. Oh, hilarious. Well, is he a wet stain on the concrete by now? I don't see his body. Then again, I don't see the cops either, so maybe he somehow managed to drive them off elsewhere after all. Still, it has been a hilarious night, especially the part when one of the tough talkers of the pack got fucking eviscerated by the cops. Man, are they pathetic. All of them. The mortals, the vampires, the local Sabbat, they are all worthless. I wonder what Victoria will have to say to that. She seems weirdly preoccupied with the fat guy. I wonder if they are like, I don't know, maybe friends from before she was turned or something.
Hazel, calm down. That seems severe.
It's that crazy
for a
guy
minor
again.
grievance. He could not have known what he was doing.
Don't talk to me like some kind of damned fool. There's not a shadow of doubt in anyone's eyes. It's your careless vices that have spread this plague among my parish.
Be reasonable. We are of the same brotherhood. There's no need for accusations and curses. Our packs fight for the same army. It's never been my intention to let anyone's vices fly so far from my reins.
Is that truly what lives in your heart? How could it? You have no heart. Perhaps your actions can speak louder than whatever hollow words you can offer. Bolster my flock. Spread the truth of Hazel Tomes farther and wider. Overshadow any doubt I may have of your intentions, dear, sweet Victoria.
If there's one thing I can conjure, it's a feast for my brothers. No one will starve on our turf, not so long as we stand together. You have my word.
See that it is so. I bid thee good eve, Ductus. Neonate.
Well, I have a feeling I know what that was about. Shut the fuck up with the music. Hey.
Never mind you him. Jodido pendejo. Él piensa que le debemos el mundo.
Well, what the hell is this guy's problem this time?
Any man can be unraveled by his vices. You need only know which thread to tug. These nights, I think Hazel's indiscretions are besting him. But enough of the foolish preacher. Tell me, have you mastered our game yet?
Well, I did. And your pack has been fucking worthless, but I ran into the fat guy as well. And, well, I think it's done.
Claro que sí. I've heard Arturo was seen escaping the scene. Police in pursuit with only a thread of life left in him. Bueno, then he did what was necessary.
What do you mean, did what was necessary?
This game was never for you. How far would Arturo go? Would he take your blame to protect the pack? What is he really willing to sacrifice to put brother before blood?
So... I see. You wanted to see what he would do to protect the pack.
see, pero now he needs our help, K-Knight. No doubt the human lawmen are still in pursuit. Go to his apartment, see what can be done to shake the heat.
Why would I fucking care? How is that my problem? If you ask me, he can fucking die. Never liked the guy anyway.
Does it really matter who's at fault now? If you don't help Arturo, he might be caught by La Policia. He might even talk to them. Maybe he'll even talk about you.
This is the last time I'll let you set me up. Fucking bitch. But I'm still in a good mood. And the whole thing in the streets was fucking hilarious. Man. Like, I wonder how the others feel about what happened. Like, to see one of your numbers, you know, the one of them who were talking about how, oh, I'm supposedly so new to this and they are so seasoned and fucking hardcore, got struck down by the fucking police in the streets. Hilarious and pathetic. But I wonder why she cares so much about the fat guy. Like, there's clearly something going on there. His apartment was 4, right? Like, so far he's been pretty pathetic. Well, I guess at the very least he did make it home. Hey, you. You alive?
Mierda. Of all the vatos, your face? It cannot be the last thing I see. Gringo de la chingada.
Well, not exactly happy to see you either. You're fucking pathetic, look at yourself. This whole pack is better off without you. You're just dead weight. Well, literally in a moment.
Jodete, pinche. This is your fucking fault of bleeding out. None of this would have happened if you hadn't brought the puerco straight to our front door, stupido. You're the one that... I wish I never met you.
Well, the feeling's mutual, you asshole.
Tú... Diablo. Te veré en el infierno.
Whatever, just die already.
He's right.
Oh,
There's
fuck.
nothing to be done for him now. Except...
Wasn't expecting you, although I guess I kinda was. You seem strangely interested in him, given how much of a fucking worthless scum he is. Now, what do you mean, except? Are you saying what I think you're saying? If so, then that's kinda disgusting, cause he's a fucking fat slob, but also, I feel it's fucking stupid as well.
if our pack is to flourish, it's in numbers we'll find strength. Arturo is ambitious, loyal, maybe a bit past his prime, but he would be a welcome addition to this fraternity.
Well, I disagree, to say the least. Why him, of all people?
As I said, he's loyal, but he's also no fool. He's seen things he shouldn't. He was beginning to glimpse into our world. Death was marching slowly towards him. But in this death, he can be reborn anew. Not as a man, but as the beast he was meant to become.
Well, whatever, it's your blood you're going to be wasting on that fucking fool. But what are you waiting for?
What? What are you doing here?
Man, and she's going to have me watch. That's fucking disgusting. Look at him, he's
Where are we going?
pathetic.
The cops. Just... Vete.
I wonder if that turns her on.
No.
The fact I'll be fucking watching.
You shirked fate long enough. It's time to stop running. I won't let you rush into the 9 hells before knowing the true masters of the 5th sun.
¿Qué? What the hell are you talking about?
You'll understand soon enough. You'll know the true cost of sacrifice, what it's worth to you and to Teot.
That's fucking disgusting. I think I'm going to retch. Fuck. Just, I imagine the rolls of his fucking fat turning as she... Fuck, why is she even showing me this?
Power fill your veins. Give your heart to Shikoat.
This is fucking disgusting. Why would she do it? Of all people in the fucking world, why would she choose him?
Soon he too will know the fire of the serpent god.
So, now what?
There's no need for idle hands, K-Knight. I have something for you. An opportunity.
An opportunity for what? Tell me.
We, Los Discípulos, we take pride in our trophies. Those that betray us, those that stand against us, we take something from them. Something to remind others of their short-lived fate.
And so what?
One such Contario has made a home of our domain. The Camarilla sent one of their own here to spy upon us. To this night, he's been toothless, ineficaz, no more than a buzzing fly on the wall. This pest will soon be more than an annoyance. So now he's a problem for you to crush. Make him disappear. Pernamente.
Well, just give me a name and he's gone.
His name? I don't know. He dresses in rags, skulking, mugriento Camarilla pendejo, polluting my walls with his false icons, stinking the air with his mangy, rabid dogs. His prying eyes have watched us from the alleys and concrete parks for too long.
Well, I'm not exactly sure who you're talking about yet, but I'm sure I can track him down eventually.
Then you are starting to understand. The Sabbat's currency is fear and respect. Bringing the head of a Camarilla back to the pack will earn you both.
Well, if you knew about him, why haven't you taken care of him already?
In honest, he is a servant of Enoya. Their blood runs thinnest of the Camarilla stink. I would sooner have him stand by my side than lay at my feet. But he is indómito y incorruptible. No tiene más tiempo.
Enoya? What the fuck is that?
Sí, ella is the daughter of Lilith, and the faceless master of all gangrel. The proud animales let her pull their strings. The wise ones stand as our brothers.
Do you really believe all of this stuff about Lilith and fucking ancient god vampires?
Don't you? Such skepticism from one that chases the Dark Father. It's strange. If you have no faith in the old tyrants, have faith in me when I tell you there are worse monsters than you or I.
Well, we'll see about that. What else can you tell me about this gangrel?
As I said, he lurks here among us. He paints the walls in the parque across the street, or lingers in the alleys among the vagrants and mendigos.
Well, I'll go find him and eviscerate him.
I want his death to be a painful one.
Oh,
Bring
it
back
will.
a memento, something to remind you of this victory. Show me, show your pack, that you know how to punish the pawns of the ancients.
I'll bring you back a piece of this fucking mongrel. Well, this is going to be fun, I presume. I haven't fought other vampires in a while. Supposedly he's in a park somewhere? So maybe where I met with her pack before. Wait. There's someone there, as well as some dogs. Would that be him? Yeah, I think he fits the description. Well, I think I'll take the dogs down first. Just because, well, first, it's sure to annoy him if he likes them, and second, I feel like they themselves are going to be fucking annoying, you know, jumping around, trying to tear my throat out. He doesn't seem to realize what kind of danger he's in yet. Well, all the worse for him. Ow, fuck. He does have a little bit of a fight in him, but it's not going to be enough. Well, maybe not as much as I thought.
Got me beat, shovel fuck. I'll never submit. Just try to take me. I'll be fighting you all the way to hell.
Huh. Actually, that's an interesting proposition. What would even happen if I devoured another vampire, like drained him dry? Well, I guess there's always the first time. Prepare yourself for fucking oblivion, bitch. This feels different than it does with mortals. Huh. Interesting. What the fuck? I heard his voice in my mind. Did I fucking devour his soul or something? Is that what's happening here? Anyway, whatever you are, a ghost, a remnant of whatever he was back when he was still alive, I expect you to do what you're told. You're not even a person anymore, you're just some kind of weird-ass ghostly remnant. Well, it'll be as much of a prison as you want it to be. Submit to me and cooperate, or be destroyed and crushed under my boot. Well, whatever the fuck you are, I don't really appreciate the thought of fighting you in my head for all eternity. So, you know, you're not going to get your fucking life back, but we might work something out. Well, you're right. That's the best shot you've got, exactly. And that was my point. Well, anyway, whatever you are, let's carry on, I guess. And Vicotria wanted a trophy, right? This should do nicely. Now, I'm not sure what the fuck has happened, but I feel stronger. I feel like I've consumed his power somehow. So, is that what they are going to do to the Ancient, if he's real? Are they going to consume him? Well, maybe I should do that. Like, disregarding the whole fucking gay aspect of him being a dude, it felt pretty great, I hate to admit. The fact of the feeling of consuming his fucking soul, of crushing his very being, and of taking everything he had. I feel stronger. I feel like I've learned things just by taking whatever he was and, you know, imprisoning it within me. I might actually do that more, just for the thrill of it. Like, it's not even about what I gain, it's more about the feeling of control. It's more about the feeling of, like, not only defeating them, not only humiliating them, but consuming their very fucking soul. I could get used to that. Now, as for the ancient, I guess that's why they are looking for the fucking sarcophagus, right? Although, I guess the Sabbat are talking about how supposedly they want to destroy it, but I'm not sure I believe them. After all, if I understand it correctly, presumably the more powerful the vampire you drain, the more power you get out of it yourself. So if it's like a super ancient, you know, god tier vampire, then presumably that would be a huge boost, and I'm not sure why would they let it go. Anyway. Oh, that's the fat guy. I guess he's one of us now. I can't say I appreciate that, but I don't care enough to be annoyed at that. Hey, you.
Hey, gringo. I bet you didn't think you were gonna see me again, eh? It's unreal. I always knew there was things that went bump in the night. I never imagined it'd be me.
Well, it's not exactly what I would have done, but with you, I mean, if I were given the choice, but you yourself seem pretty stoked about it.
Claro que sí. What's not to like, ese? I'm gonna stay young, live forever. I got fucking superpowers. I can disappear out of plain sight, way. I'm finally getting the promotion I always wanted. Just not the one I was looking for.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't be expecting another promotion anytime soon. Even as a mortal, you are fucking pathetic, and just because you're a vampire now doesn't really change much. You're still fucking pathetic. You're just you'll just have well, if you play your cards right, you're going to have an eternity to be pathetic in.
Whatever. Tell that to Victoria. The way she makes it sound, she's gonna be jefa de vampiros pretty quick. Soon as this local preacher gets what's coming to him.
Well, whatever. So, what exactly has she told you this far?
She told me what we are. She showed me how to feed, how to make la sangre flow. She told me all about the pack, too. That we got each other's back, how important that is. But I can't shake this feeling. Like, she's still keeping me in the dark about a lot.
She's good at that. And I presume you're right. I don't think she told me everything either. Anyway, I don't really like you, but I'll stay out of your way as long as you stay out of mine. I'm not sure why she wasted her blood on this fucking guy here, but none of my business really. I really meant what I said. As long as he doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care enough to destroy him. Again with the fucking music. You're doing that to annoy me, right? I'm back.
How did you fare against the Camarilla? Do you have his fangs to bring me?
Better. I brought you his whole fucking arm.
It makes a fine trophy. Mementos like these are what earns a killer of brothers like you a place among this honored pack. Can you see it in your packmates' eyes? They are beginning to fear you. They are nearly ready to share their blood with you, and take yours in as well.
Wait. What do you mean by sharing blood? And more importantly, are we finally ready to start talking about that sarcophagus we're supposed to find?
No. The hunt for the Dark Father is nearly
Fucking
now,
bitch.
we have one more matter at hand. Everything is in its place. It's time the plague bearer Hazel and his illusions of grandeur met their end. Send word to the Mack. I have some troubling news for him.
Wait. Plague bearer Hazel? What are you talking about?
It seems Padre's herd has become quite infirm. Sick with tuberculosis, hepatitis, and worse. The preacher's acolyte, Vic, he was no visionary. It's Hazel himself ticking Doomsday's clock forward with his dark disease.
Huh. I guess that kind of makes sense. Mack told me that Hazel was Vic's sire, and Vic was fucking insane, but go on.
Mortals, Policia, hunters. All of these will come knocking at the Sabbat's door. It's a tension we cannot afford. Not while the world falls to pieces around us. And the indignity that one of our own would carry out the Dark Father's scheme? Our sacred blood demands the head of this traitor.
Nicely played. But how does that involve the Mack?
El Padre is hungry, but he cannot feed from his own tainted herd, not as they grow so weak y enfermo. His thirst has overstepped its bounds. With his deranged song, he's lulled the Mack's finest assets away from their rightful place by the Shadow's side. The Mack should know of his brother's betrayal.
Well, I'll go and talk to the Mack then.
Go, vas enseguida. I've spoken with André. This war party already has the Archbishop's blessing. We'll take the battle to Hazel at his church. All of us. We'll make sure the Mack has friends at his side when we smite this apostate to the Sabbat.
Well, I'll see you at the church after I talk to the Mack. That's nicely done. I wonder if any of what she said is actually true. Like, is Hazel actually a plague bearer, or is it all a ploy by her to get rid of him? Because it seems to me like it's her that's spreading the rumors in the first place to justify moving against him. Because according to the stupid code of the Sabbat, you're not supposed to destroy another one of the Sabbat unless they do something to endanger the sect, right? So if she convinced André that Hazel is a plague bearer, then obviously she would give her the leave to destroy him to protect the interest of the Sabbat. I must say, I almost admire that plan. That's pretty crafty, especially because, you know, regardless of if it's true or not, it's believable enough. All of the people around the church are fucking mostly junkies and homeless, fucking worthless bums, and it's being exacerbated by the fact that she's been giving free samples of drugs to them. So I guess, yeah, it all sort of falls into place now. That's pretty craftily done, I have to admit. But I think this night has been long enough. I think I'm going to retire for the night and visit the Mack tomorrow. Although, you know what? I'm close enough. I'll drop by his little establishment here, talk to him, and then go to the church and deal with Hazel tomorrow. Evening.
This is bullshit. I'm gonna give those bitches a piece of my mind and a taste of my belt when I get my hands on them.
What's the matter?
Two of my girls just up and left. Who the fuck do they think they are? We had an arrangement. Their lives are to serve me, and I'll let them know when they can leave. When they're dried up and spent.
Yeah, about that. I think I know what might have happened to them.
What the fuck are you talking about? You trying to rip me off?
Well, not exactly. I spotted them down at Hazel's church. Seems like they fell in with his little cult.
Ah, so the holy man wants some action too. You gotta be my delegate. There's no reason for this to end badly. We can work something out. Just go to him and tell him this can all be overlooked for a fair price.
I don't think it's like that. He's actually a fucking plague bearer. He's gone... What are you... how do you say it? He's gone full Malkavian. Or rather, he's gone full fucking retard.
What? You think this is about more than just blood or sex?
Oh yes, he's the one that has been putting all of the crazy ideas in Vic's head. He's a plague bearer on a holy mission and has been all along.
Fuck. And those girls are as good as dead. Total loss. What he's doing, it ain't right. All this talk of a third gen running rampant might be a tall tale, but this is full-blown Gehenna shit right here. Somebody needs to step up and do something.
Well, Victoria's putting together a war party. Meet us at the church tomorrow if you want a piece of the action.
Payback is a bitch, ain't it? Vincent and I will get our shit together and head on over.
Well, see you at the bloodbath then. Now, with that being done, I feel like I'm ready to retire for the night.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, take me downtown. I wonder if I'll find the whore along the way. She's always somewhere near. And I wouldn't mind feeding. Yeah, right. There she is. Well, it's me, your favorite guy again.
You are insatiable. Still, I can't thank you enough. Come here and collect your reward, hero.
That's what I like to hear. I think I'm going to feed from my ghoul as well, just for good measure. You, kneel before your master. Now, that's better. Any new messages? No. All in all, it has been a pretty great night. I had a lot of fun chasing all the worthless bums and the police in the streets, but the fucking highlight of the night was probably this fucking idiot, one of Victoria's pack, getting fucking eviscerated in the middle of that game. Like, they were acting so tough, and then they got fucking, how did it went in GTA? Wasted? Yeah, no respawn for them though. And with that pleasant thought, I think that's enough.